Welcome to Rachel's Now Reading. Today we will be talking about the 5 books every Singaporean should read. First up is The Art of Charlie Chan Hock Chye by Sonny Liew. If you have not yet heard of it, this book won not 1 but 3 Eisner Awards, which is like the Nobel Prize or Oscar of the comic book world, and it definitely deserved it. This book tells the story of comic book illustrator Charlie Chan, and we read about him growing up in Singapore after World War II and how he developed as an artist. This book is well written and references historical events in an easy-to-read fashion, so you are never bored. I highly recommend this book to everyone, even those who do not usually read, because comics! Next up is 2018 Singapore Literature Prize winner Others Is Not a Race by Melissa De Silva. Bagging top honours in the creative non-fiction category, this is one of my favourite books of all time. Singaporeans are probably aware of the CMIO labelling prevalent in this tiny island, which stands for Chinese, Malay, Indian, and others respectively. That's where you get the title, Others Is Not a Race. This is a book about Eurasians, their community, and their history. If the only thing you know about Eurasians is Joseph's schooling, this book will certainly be an eye-opener. 5 stars from me. I love the short stories, essays, and oral histories of family members that is in this slim volume. The author is hilarious too, and I love the part where she narrates about how she made a suji cake, which is a traditional Eurasian dish, for her friends to try, after eating a rather horrid version in a cafe. Next up, we have Sugarbread by Balli, Kaur, Jaswal. This is hands down the best Singaporean novel I've ever read. A finalist for the Epigram Books Fiction Prize, this book is about a little girl Pin growing up in Singapore in the 1990s. Through her eyes, we learn about how she navigates life in a convent school, family tensions, and issues of faith and race to boot. It sounds rather ordinary, but it's anything but. The author has quite a way with words and weaves together a beautiful story from these various threads. Apart from the Harry Potter series, no other book of fiction has captivated me as much. My next recommendation would be Alfian Malay Sketches. This is a collection of flash fiction in which the award-winning author sketches the lives of members of the Malay community in Singapore. It was very educational for me, as the book subtly dealt with issues of race, class, gender, and language within the stories. I love how these short stories can be read on the commute and can be quickly finished in one quick train ride. I really liked the one about the girl and the president. That was my favourite. Finally, the last but certainly not the least, we have Jerrold Yam's Scattered Vertebrae. Now I know not many people read poetry, but if there's one book of poems you need to read, this is it. Let me tell you why. I'm sure everyone can relate to the frustration you sometimes feel with your parents. This book captures that so well, in beautiful language to boot. You would definitely be able to relate. Also, we read about how the young author is coming to terms with his orientation, and how he struggles with his Christian faith. This makes for captivating reading. If you've been turned off by poetry because of Shakespeare in high school, this will definitely be a breath of fresh air. So there you have it, 5 books every Singaporean should read. Do you know of any other good titles? Let me know in the comments down below. Also, you can check out my other Singlit book reviews I've made. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe as well. Till next time folks, bye!